live. Quit playing. I ain't.
Yeah.
Let
Good
me
player.
let me go live. I'm gonna tell y'all what
No,
I was
get
doing. Okay,
get
okay.
to it.
Grown folks, grown folks, grown folks. And this is how we do it. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. Hey, I'm gonna have to have somebody do a little snippet for me with that. Jazz it up. Let that be my little situation when we first start. How y'all doing, grown folks?
What's happening?
Hey, hello.
What's
What's
happening? What's
happening? What's
happening?
happening?
Got a couple of my panel members here early. I can't believe it. They've been dragging a
Early.
little bit, but I must say, y'all,
Early.
I gotta love you. You trying to clown? See, he trying to clown, y'all. I'm gonna let him have it.
I think
But they make it here, and I appreciate them. I really do. And for anybody else who want to chime in, we appreciate you too. This is Donna Smith Show, Grown Folk Talk on a Sunday evening. This is where we bring grown folks together and we talk about just about everything. Nothing is judged. Nobody is booed and hooed. Not every question is for everybody, and not every topic is for everyone. So if it's not, I understand if you got to pass that one on by, but come on back for the next one because it just may hit home. Let me tell you. So nothing is meant to offend anyone. And on that note, how you doing, grown folks?
all right.
All right. I don't
Yeah.
know if well, I guess we got to do this. Where's them glasses at? 'Cause I can't be waiting on folks. Where your glass at? Keith,
Oh
I know you ain't playing.
man,
Why
I'm
my
doing a
cup
little
just
better.
don't? I'll be on that. Okay, there we
Your
go.
stuff's starting to do like Ben's. Why you fading in and out?
No,
Keep
I
the
think
cup.
it's
What
too
is
close.
that?
Man,
Huh?
that's that invisible
Oklahoma.
man trick. He doing the boat.
Show What is that called?
Who?
I can't see it. Show a hoe. Show a hoe.
Oh, she got no. Oh, there
Or
she
show a
goes.
hofer.
There
Yeah,
she goes. That's
this is
Heifer.
called
Show a heifer.
That's a
Schaffenhofer.
Heifer.
Oh, Schaffenhofer. Schaffenhofer.
Yeah,
He said Schaffenhofer.
Schaffenhofer. It's a German.
It tried to give it a little, accento. Where you got that
Here we go.
This is
from? The
this a
neighborhood
this a
store.
German. This is
Where
a
you get it
German
from?
That's
beer.
it.
From where? From
It's a
where?
German beer.
Oh, it's German beer?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it from
hmm
Germany?
Yeah. Well, it was a gift and it got left behind. It was a gift for somebody else and it got left behind. So I
Oh, you
gifted
had
it.
So
bought
it
it.
got
You
regifted. So it
got it.
got
Yeah.
regifted.
Hold on a minute. Let's talk before we
That's
talk
where
about
she
this.
got that milk from.
Hold it up. Stop playing, John. Stop playing.
Y'all
Quick,
can't see it.
quick.
Click. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is how we do it
Hey, what they used to put in
on the
that
Donna
milk,
Smith Show.
what they used to put in that milk back in the days, was it whiskey? Was it bourbon? What was it?
They used to put in what?
Milk.
What you got in your milk?
It's a drink. They used to add it to milk. They put liquor in the milk.
Brandy, Kalor, and milk.
Oh, that's what it was.
It was called a brandy separator.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, that used to be my go-to. Trust me, I know. Brandy, Kalira, and milk.
So that's
It
what
was
you
that one, and it was one called the Beautiful with Grandma Ye and Cavassier.
Yeah.
And I used to have them warm it up. Have the bartender warm it up.
Wait, a beautiful got milk in it too?
No, Grandma
Oh,
Ye and
I was about to
Cavassier.
say.
And then they warm it up, and then you could just feel it just slowly going down.
Oh, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that.
Oh, y'all ain't seen me do none of my grown folk poetry, boy. I tell you,
Yeah,
I got some stuff for you.
don't do that.
But
I'm about
anyway,
to,
slowly
I'm about
goes
to throw
down.
some money
And
at
then
you.
you
I'm about
just
to
get
throw,
all warm and fuzzy and then in a minute you're gonna be somebody else. You started off Keith, you're gonna be Billy Bob in probably about 5-10 minutes. It's gonna change your whole persona. But anyway, y'all, how's everybody? You know, I had told folks on a topic I was doing during the week on my afternoon thoughts. I said that this was pampering for you this weekend. This was pampering for you. So therefore, I wanted people to do something for yourself that was considered pampering for you. It could have been spending some quiet time, you know, maybe catching up on some reading, going to the mall, taking that walk that you haven't did in a while, going to a movie, just watching movies at home. I mean, what did you do for you that you would consider a pamper?
Mm. So should brother Yaya go first?
I don't know. Y'all better decide. Flip a coin. It's
What did I have as a pamper?
it's only y'all two right now. So come on now.
As a pamper,
you and audience out there.
What you do, brother Yaya?
Hey man, what we do all the time, shave it down. So shave it down,
You
trim
shave
it
your
up.
head and then all is that real? Is that pampering? Is that like I
Yeah.
guess
Still
so,
a
huh?
pamper?
Yeah.
I don't know. Soak my feet, put my feet in the machine.
You went and got a
And,
pedicure?
no, I got one of them. You know, I got one of them. You know, them foot saunas.
Oh,
Them
you got
home,
one at home.
yeah, home foot sauna, and then I got one of them things you put your feet in there, and it got like a boot or something in there, and it suctions up, it closes up the pressure, and then it got all these massage things. What they call it, situ, whatever situ massage or
Anything I can't
kneading.
pronounce, I'm scared of, my
And
brother. Break
yeah,
it down. You
well,
gonna
they
say it.
it's the same thing they do at the massage parlor when
No.
they be
Okay.
doing your feet, but it's the machine that do it. They got heat and everything.
So, brother Yaya, let me ask you
It's
this.
good for your mind, your body and stuff, you know, because the
So
things on your feet.
right, because the bottom of your feet, that's another chakra. You know,
Hmm.
you know, energy harnesses in your feet. It circumvent through your whole body. We have chakras, and you have chakras at the bottom of your feet, and a lot of it is neglected. You know,
Hmm.
but it's information, it's knowledge we don't have that we've been neglected to have to understanding the human anatomy. So what does it do for you though?
You know what? I for one, like if I've been out walking or doing something, it kind
Okay.
of relieves the tension, like from my calf. I've never had like a back problem.
Okay.
Never had a back problem. The only time I had a back issue, I was in a car accident. Someone hit me from the back. But
It's always good when a man don't have a back problem.
Oh, is that right?
Mhm.
Well, it all depends on the position you want them to be
See,
in.
you going, see, you doing something else. And see, John's screen then froze on that question. He didn't, look at that. He didn't froze it in
Where
the
y'all
motion
go? He
because we talking about a
burnt
back problem. My brother, you need to come back. Whatever you got
that
going on,
plug.
it didn't froze. But anyway, yeah, they say when the back is good, that's a good thing. So, you know, like he was saying, that self-pampering, soaking the feet, and you were saying the energy, you're gonna log back on. The energy and how it just radiates. So I think that's the same thing. Women and some men who go get pedicures, you get that same vibe because they
Yeah.
sometimes they have you soak it in that really nice warm water and they got stones and stuff they put on there and massage your calves and your feet. A good pedicurist really knows how to relax you and do.
Well, if I may say, if I may interject, my grandmother on my maternal side, Sylvia Faye,
man, I ain't even gonna say what's going down over here.
we
huh?
gonna let Keith finish, but John, you know what? You need to really get that together. Cause
What
I'm
are you
Oh, it ain't
doing?
my
got your
fault.
back and you just
No,
you just
finish, brother.
froze on the screen, my brother.
I
You got
thought
your,
y'all was finished, brother, but I'll tell y'all,
you
yeah.
got your feet in the machine or something?
No, I got someone, I have an elder in my household. And
Oh,
when his computer, when he does stuff wrong, he blame it on the internet. So he wouldn't hit the
screen.
reset thing on the modem.
Oh, he
Oh,
tripped.
bless his
And
heart.
I'm like, what you
Well,
doing?
somebody taught him how to do that though.
No,
Yeah.
it ain't. Let's leave it alone. Go ahead, brother.
So,
Okay, Keith, we gonna get
so,
back to your job, but about your grandma. Your
so
grandma
I'm gonna,
used to say,
yeah, I'm gonna share some of her wisdom, some of her jewels. You know, all our elders, all our folk parents had passed down some kind of recipe or remedy or affirmation of expression.
yes.
But one thing that really helped me in my darkest hours of my previous life from my life now, she used to always say, there's two things you're gonna need, baby, when you get old. And you're gonna need your feet and your teeth.
Mm,
Now, we call her Nana, but may she rest in peace. Her name was Sylvia Faye Allen, and
okay.
was always educated us and forewarned us about taking care of your feet and your teeth.
That's right.
You don't need them when you get old.
That's right.
So I think it's a meritable thing that Brother Yaya's doing for his the health of his feet, because the feet symbolizes what? The pillars of your body.
Your whole body. That's what holds things up
Right.
and in
Right?
place. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
the pillars. It's your frame. It's part of the framework of the anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
You only go get out of your feet what you invest in it. So
That's
if you
right.
neglect your feet, treat your feet bad, when you get elder, when you get old, or you get to an age where you go need them most, what they go do? They go remind you of how you treated them.
Oh yeah. Some of them remind you, whoa. Some folks got some situations going on with them feet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's bad. I mean, you could tell the way they walk. You could tell the way, I don't care what kind of shoes they have on, how much they cost. Their feet is jacked up.
And it's hurtful. I mean, because just think, those are the vehicles that get you to and fro. You don't know how important your feet is until you're in a situational circumstance to where you can't run, you can't walk, you can't stand up, you can't balance. You think of all them things, and then it
I
becomes
had a
boom.
foot operation on my right foot earlier last year, middle around summertime. And I never appreciated my feet more than when I was able to put on a regular shoe again. And I'm talking about hobbling around, just basic stuff. I went to the bank. I'm hopping. I got crutches. I got the boot on, and everybody is trying to help you and want you to sit. Everything I did, from pumping gas to whatever, and you really don't know how valuable your
Right.
feet are, like you're saying, until you're down with both or one of them, and going up and down my stairs, hopping and whatever. And what if you're not in decent shape where you can even move like that? You see what I'm saying? They want to, I said, the other foot, man, I'm gonna wait till I'm halfway crawling before y'all operate on the other foot, because I can't. That was crazy. That was one foot. And then I
Yeah.
kept saying, doctor, can I go get a pedicure? Can I please go get a pedicure? She said, no, you gotta wait. You
Why?
gotta wait till everything heal up.
Why? Because the
Mhm.
toenails is growing all looking crazy and stuff.
Oh man,
Your
I went
feet.
in surgery with my toes was flaming pink, pedicure freshly done. The surgeon was like, ma'am, you know, you wasn't supposed to have on no. I say, check this out. I'm gonna be down for a minute. My toes had to be done, doctor. Let's do. I mean, bright pink, right? So they got to laughing and they made it happen. But I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
But I could not do a pedicure for 6 weeks, and it killed me because I just I and then I went to my pedicure lady and I say, well, can you do one foot? Can you do the good foot and then put some new polish on the other one? She's no. We can't do one foot. We do one foot, we charge you for 2 feet. I say you only doing one, but we charge you for 2 feet if we do one foot. I say, well, okay, I'm cool then. You ain't gonna do 1 foot and charge me for 2. What is that?
She might have lost the customer.
Money.
She would have lost the client.
They ain't did my feet since.
Yeah,
I was too through with that. I said, I've been coming to y'all. You see my situation. Soak this other foot. Put some new polish on because you know the toes was hanging out the little boot sometime. You know.
Yeah.
She said she had charged me for 2.
What if you only had 1 foot though? What if you only had one half a leg?
For people that's amputated, what you do? You charge them for 2 feet?
Yeah,
because they got 1? That ain't right.
What they call it? They call it. It's a type of discrimination when it comes to like sales and services or what have you. So yeah, I mean,
it was about the money. It wasn't
if someone
about the
only got
one,
you can't charge them for something that they don't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
how you gonna charge me? My other foot is out of commission right now. But anyway, I just
you
had
should
to
have told her. You should have told her, can you get? She still owe you the other foot.
Yeah, you still owe me. Knowing I'm just I'm anal about them feet and nails and just self pampering yourself. I'm really an advocate for that. It's not about high maintenance. It's about just doing what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. That's with men and women. Some men just don't feel well unless they're shaved really nice and their head is all, you know, you don't feel yourself until you get that right. That's just your thing that makes you feel good. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. And so that's where I come from. I just think that I would prefer to self-pamper myself than to go out and get damaging things to put in myself, like smoking tobacco, you know, or doing drugs or drinking excessively or whatever. I'm going to spend all that money to do that. I'd rather take it and do something that enhances me feeling good, looking great to myself and all of that. And that's not doing me any damages. You know, I tell women all the time, whether you want to shave your head or have hair or go to the salon, whatever you want to do that makes you feel good as a woman, as a person, do it. Take care of you. Pamper you, women and men. So anyway, okay, moving right along. I just had to kind of get some feedback. And for our viewing audience on YouTube and everywhere else, you can also chat in and let us know what your pampering moment was for this weekend. How about those Niners, y'all? What's going on with the Niners, y'all? Did y'all
How about the Niners?
See my hey, the Warriors is up there kicking some butt now. 4th quarter, 83-67.
Because you know who playing, right?
Hey, he back. He back. Okay.
Now they gotta play. Now they gotta play.
Yeah,
they gotta play.
Tired right now though, but
they gotta play us honestly now. Yeah, he's tired.
Warriors is playing, they getting down, and the 49ers, man, for a minute they had me kind of I had just said, Lord have mercy, we just see what next year do. But them boys bounced back. Both teams played really well. But
that was
they really bounced back on me. I mean, I was like, wow, now this is a game now.
They took their position for the playoffs.
Yeah.
They didn't depend on New Orleans to lose or anything like that.
And that last field goal, we needed that so bad. It was just ridiculous. If dude wouldn't have made that one, That would have been woo, but that did it right there. So I'm proud of my Niners. That's my team for life, and
All day through the blood.
I'm ready to do this now.
That's right.
We in there. We gonna do some things. And I'd like to give my condolences for the family, fans, and friends of Sir Sidney Poitier, who died at 94 years of age in
Yeah.
Bahamas earlier in the week. I didn't realize he was that old, but wow, what a blessed long life,
Shoot, you see some of
Um,
the movies, how old the movies
the
were.
movies were, and he was the first
It was,
black actor to win an Academy Award for Best Actor in 1964.
And
Um,
and the
for the
slap.
movie Lilies of the Field, 1964. Some of y'all wasn't even here yet.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't
some
even
were
born.
very little.
but I always trip off uh the movie where he was the teacher.
Oh
Um,
yeah. What was that?
call
Oh,
me Mr.
Mr. Nah, not Mr. Tibbs.
No, call him whatever, but the way he was in them white kids' face and
yeah,
jacking them
what was that
kids up,
movie?
to see a black actor in
Yeah.
that authoritative position like that,
Yeah,
you know, and then you see him, especially in some other movies, where his no matter how the character of the character of the other actors was supposed to make him feel, it never lowered him. It never uh
No, he never cowered. All his roles, he was a strong
yeah,
representative.
he always played a strong role. Yeah, it never uh
Even with Gone in the was it Gone in the Wind? Gone with the Wind, he was even
it
stronger.
never I can't even think right now. But when he did even is it Look Who's Coming to Dinner or something like that? Guess Who's Coming to Dinner or
he
whatever?
did so many great movies.
Yeah. The Heat of
Hey,
the Night. And
Letitia.
look what he did with the Heat of the Night, to where they had to spin that into a series. That
Yeah,
was a cold piece right there. But to play a black character and had this authoritative figure about him, especially in them times,
yeah,
especially the way the industry has been, that says a whole lot, you know, about who
yeah.
he is and his work.
He's gonna truly, truly be missed. He was a great talent, and
Mhm.
man, it's just so sad to hear that he's
Spoke
gone. But
well, spoke well, everything.
yeah, he did. He was the man. So my prayers to his family and friends and um, all of us fans at
What's
this
up,
time for the
Benjamin?
great Sir Sidney Poitier.
I got something in my
And welcome, Ben. We knew you would get in here at some point, my brother. And you eating, but that's all good. You made it. Peace.
Nah, no talking today.
Oh, you ain't talking? You all right?
You ain't feeling
Nah,
too
hell no,
good.
I ain't all right.
Uh-oh.
One of them neighbor kids that came over asking for the boy to come out and play, huh?
I ain't my neighbors, my own kids.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what y'all had going on?
You need
Welcome, my late bloomers. Y'all made it. You know, this is the Donna Smith Show where grown folks get grown, and we don't care what time you chime on. Long as you come on through and let us help us do what we do. You know, we ain't recapping nothing because y'all done missed it. So I'm just going to tell you welcome from this point on. What's up, Sylvia?
What?
What's up?
What's up, Sylvia?
Good evening. Good evening.
how
Good
you
evening,
doing?
Miss Sylvia. You know, during the week, you guys, oh no, first before I go into that, well, I don't think I want to go into this, but I'm just gonna mention it. I think it was something you had sent me, John, regarding the woman who had tested positive for
Oh
the
yeah.
COVID, and it had went out, hung out with her friends,
She
and
knew about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
she knew about it and infected her elderly friend who later died of the virus. And I'm wondering, just like they have with HIV and herpes and stuff like that, where people can actually sue you and give me some legal precautions. I mean, some legal
Action.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Legal actions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
taken against you for that. I wonder in this type of case, can the same happen?
yeah, it's like criminal negligence.
Because you knew. It's different when you don't know, right?
It's the intent. If you
Yeah.
if you know you sick, right? But see, the sad thing about that part is we don't take stuff serious. You understand? We don't feel that it's nothing wrong with sharing, our health consequences with someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
And other consequential acts that we impede on each other. We think it's all right, because it's me. This is how I do it. We take that attitude and we take that characteristic into everything we do, and it's sad that you could be that neglectful to cause harm on someone else, especially an elder.
And the thing about it, the elderly woman, yeah, she had the vaccination. However, you could still get COVID, even having the vaccination. The thing is, if you know you have it, stay away from people. Stay away from people. So I'm just wondering in that case, I'm just not going to go too deep into it, but just chipping the iceberg. I'm wondering if that, could that person really get themselves in a lot of trouble for that?
Well, is it any? Well, it'll be the first. First, it gotta be some case law written up on what she did.
Yeah.
They gotta find the judicial wording on what she did. How can you turn that into a criminal act?
Yeah, I get it. That's deep though. Hmm. So I just thought I'd bring that up for a minute, you guys. We gonna skid through that because that's a sensitive topic, and it just really was amazing to me to see. I mean, we don't know the news that I got from that, the news feed that came up. I mean, it's not giving the woman's statement, or she's not speaking on why, or what her thought was behind. A lot of people are miseducated about this. A lot of people are not taking it as serious as it is. And so it could be a lot of reasons why she did what she did, but it would be interesting to hear her statement. Okay, so during a talk during the week I had on my afternoon thoughts, I had a real interesting video I did regarding single parenting. And so I kind of wanted to recap on that, as we kind of mentioned briefly, Keith, about bringing that up because it was a deep, deep subject topic that was personal. And then again, just so real life about the men and the women who are struggling with this as we speak today, and even back in the day. I spoke on, me having to go through that through a certain period, and how the communication and the disconnect between the parents, even if you're not getting along, the effect that it has on the kids is not about you guys liking each other at all. It's about us doing what we have to do for the kids, whether the kids are with the father or whether they're with the mother, and having the utmost respect for the parent who has more of the weight. I think I mentioned how if the kids is staying with the father or the mother, and the other has a lot more freedom to kind of do things they want to do. You ain't got to worry about finding no babysitters. You ain't got to worry about, your date night. You ain't got to worry about nothing but your visitation time. You know what I'm saying? But the parent who actually physically has those kids got to worry about everything. They got those kids every single day, every single need, going to the ER, going to the parent teacher meeting, taking little Johnny to his football practice, going to the games on the weekend, doing this, doing that. It's so much that regular that waiting parent has to endure. And I don't know if there's a lot of respect really given in that regard. And I wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
I asked you, can you hear me?
I can now.
Well, as a parent who went through that, I really didn't care if that other parent cared or not, because I chose not to soak in the fact that what you didn't do, that you should have done. I
Mhm.
knew that I wasn't going to just sit back and be a nothing because I had no help. I just prayed on it, and however it came out is how it came out. And I didn't focus on what you didn't do because I know what I did do.
So you never felt as though you wasn't overwhelmed with, you know how sometimes you just need a break. Some
I mean,
people have those visitations and some don't. Some, the
yeah,
other parent is nowhere to be found to do visitations.
exactly. And that's what I went through. I didn't care. When you walked away and that was a choice that you made, my job is not to try to chase you or try to force something on you and you don't want to be there.
Okay.
Because it took two people to get in this situation. And I was like, hey, it's not what I want it to be, but I'm gonna make the best of it. And that don't mean I suffer nor the child suffer. And
That's
no
right.
matter how it wasn't easy, I'm not saying it was, but I didn't dwell on the fact that it was the two of us doing all these things together, because if you become consumed in the thoughts of these are things that you have to do with this child without that other person being there, that's when it becomes overwhelming to an extent it shouldn't be, because you're
Mhm.
concerned about something you have no control over. All you have control over is you, your emotions, and making the best out of everything.
Mhm. And I
And that's
think what some people do, I'm not saying all, but some people, they use the children in the middle as pawns to be in the middle of their, when the both parents are not getting along, or one parent is missing or whatever. One parent is talking bad about the other, or they're just using the kids in the middle, that's corrupting them. Because the children love both parents. They don't understand the dynamics. They love mommy, they love daddy. But sometimes you have one that's making it very, very hard for the other parent to be respected in the way that they should, whether they're in the home or not, because you can still be an effective parent by not being in the home.
Yeah, you can. And just like you said, they don't know no better, because I seen that place before me. And I said I refuse to be that bitter and sore.
That's right.
As a result of that, it was really that way. You don't want to
Right.
be here, don't be here. I got something to do, places to go, people to see. And my children actually inspired me to be a better person. They really are my drive to who I am.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
before I allow your negative behavior to consume me and consume my child, I make a joke out of everything that you saying about me. So before you know it, you're a laughing stock and don't even realize it. Because as a parent, I don't want my children to see me arguing and fighting. That's not mature.
That's not mature. And another thing to remember too, and I know sometimes it's hard, but it needs to be not done, is when one parent ridicules or talk down about the other parent in front of the kids.
But you can't control what one person do. All you can do.
No, you can't. I'm just saying it's not the right thing to do because it affects the kids in a very bad way. And you should never speak down. I don't care what it is you went through. You know, you hear it all the time. Your dad's not your mama, she's a, blah, 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 and they going back and forth with the kids about things that they're feeling, bad emotions towards the other parent, and that you shouldn't do that. It's all about trying to find a good balance for the children. They didn't ask to come here. They didn't ask to be here. And unfortunately, things don't work out, right? So you have to be mature and you have to respect the single parent that is carrying a lot of the load. Because sometimes, and it's not about money. A lot of people look at the fact that they'll hold the kids back from seeing the other parent because they don't have no money. Well, you ain't paying no child support, so you don't need to visit. No, you need to buy some diapers. It's not always about that. If they're not in a position to buy diapers or they're not in a position to have money, they still can emotionally spend that time with that child and be there for them.
The presence of
Having money. It's not all about money.
Yeah, it's your presence and your essence of being there and showing that baby that you care.
That's right.
And some people, career or no career, regardless, I seen it happen with people who have really good careers. I see it happen with people who don't have careers.
That's right.
It's a nature versus nurture thing. Like I said, I seen that happen, and I refuse to embed that negative indoctrine into my children. If that's who you want to be, you do it. Because one of my children asked me about them and their dad. I said, I will never tell you what happened between us. And I did not tell that child until they were an adult. Reason being is I need you to not formulate anything against him based upon my side or vice versa. And as a result of that, she sees the bad things he do as a boyfriend, but she see everything good in him as a father. And it had nothing to do with me because I refused to say anything. I said, I would never tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And to come tell me things, I said, so now you got a little glimpse of why things are the way they are.
That's right. And that was a good choice. Does any of my men on here tonight have anything to say about this before I move on to the next?
Sister,
And this is how we do it.
this topic right here is very sensitive topic, very hurtful topic, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I've been in a position a few times where I can like be a guardian or a caregiver,
Mm-hmm.
act in the role of a parent,
Mm-hmm.
right? Father figure. But I never had that opportunity with my own children.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something innate in me that I probably, during my formative years growing up, coming from a big family, I kind of knew the role of what, maybe a father or a parent or a dad could be. So you get in situations where you become vested, and this is not a disrespectful term I'm going to use. I just use it because it's easier for me to express and identify coming into a ready-made family.
Mm-hmm.
Even commonly now, you see a lot of brothers raising their kids on their own, and the women is absent. But in the era I grew up in, there was more women alone with the children, and the male was absent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, the gentleman come into this ready-made family, this ready-made setting, and expectations is regarded as, you try to, you try to not necessarily comply, but you try to fit in to what already exists in that relationship.
Okay. Let me just ask one question, not to interrupt, but do you think being in a situation where you try to fit in to already exist, are you trying to make up for what you lost or what you was not a part of by doing that? And does it make you feel some type of does it take away from you really getting as close with those kids because you feel guilty that you didn't have that closeness with your own?
You know what? That's a very good question, right? And it might be a question that might help me understand why do we keep falling into these same, you feel me? It's not a trap, but it's like this habitual behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's for both sexes. It might be the female sex always looking for a father for their children, right?
No.
Or it could
Father
be
figure. Mm-hmm.
a father figure, or it could be the male who's always, looking to be put in a position of where he could, be a husband or a father to children that aren't his.
But abandon his own.
Exactly.
But some women will
but-
take that. Some women will take that as a slap in the face when they see that he's taking on the responsibilities
Right.
of his other family.
But see, when we got to look at, and then we got to go back, we got to look at what me and brother Yaya, we have yet to discuss with an incarceration rate, how high the incarceration and how big a kid played in the inner cities, in the Black communities,
Mm-hmm.
Black and brown communities, where women, we don't know what in the, it's all incidental. It's so many dynamics in that, like, and I just use me as the model. I use me being in this situation where it's always going to be a little guilt or a little bitterness for missing a lot of time being in a parental role with your children if you fell to incarceration.
Okay, I get it.
Or addiction. I have yet to share my story, but I'm pretty sure it's inquisitive because a lot of things that I explain or share with you is man, that brother been to prison? Where this brother been?
We have to talk about, maybe we'll have a one-on-one interview one of these days where we talk about your story when you're ready to share. I think it may help a lot of people who are going through the same type of dynamics.
Right. And
single father, you here?
Huh?
Ben, single father. Where he at?
I think Ben had to step, or Ben's there. Yeah, Ben's a single daddy.
Yeah, from a man's point of view.
I don't think he feels too good this evening. But Ben, you hear us, right?
Yeah, I hear y'all, but I got a lot of bass going on.
Okay.
Okay. I was a single parent, Donna.
Oh yeah, John was too.
I raised my son literally from birth and my daughters since 6.
Wow.
And I took in 2 girls.
Man,
and my daughter since 6 after the mother passed away of leukemia. And but I kind of got hit from different ways. Kind of like what Sylvia said, when the mother of my son wasn't, she decided to make her choices. I wouldn't, I couldn't chase after or, soak into whatever she doing or whatever. I had to keep it moving, and I never, ever talked bad about her. And anytime she was on the phone, and if I knew my son was present and she may have been cussing and carrying on, I would tell her, hey, I need to get off the phone right now to cut down the cussing that she's doing. Because I can't stop her from doing it, but at least it's things I can do to kind of limit it or what
Yeah.
have you,
Yes.
so he wouldn't have to hear that, you know. And then now, you're dealing with a daughter. Everybody's affected behind this death, you know what I mean? And she's really affected behind the death, you know. So trying to deal with that, and then dealing with, like you mentioned about how you said some guys go into these relationships like trying to make up,
Hmm.
or they might, or some women may feel, oh, you wait a minute, that's a slap in the face. You doing for these kids more than what you was doing for yours.
Right.
Well, that
Right.
was kind of the same thing, because says mother was doing for her boyfriend's kids or whatever more
Yeah.
than she was doing for hers. I remember she bought all these nice gifts for her kids, and then she popped up with these old knockoff Levi's and something I ain't never seen in my. They look like $4 Levi's, Stuff, it's supposed to be for myself. And I'm like, but the thing about when you say, these people, these single parents, the others need to show them respect because they're carrying on the weight. You know, when you're a single parent, like kind of like what Sylvia said, you don't think about all that.
Hmm.
You just think about as the
Doing it.
as the parent that that has these physically, that has these kid or kids. You're just thinking about making the you're just concerned about their health and welfare of this child,
Livelihood,
you
yeah.
know, and you're and taking care of your family. And when you don't think about all the negative stuff of the other person, you find yourself raising the kids and having fun. And I enjoyed raising my kids.
Yeah.
A lot of my social life was shut down. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
my social life was shut down. But my son and my son, they was my road dog. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
didn't have the car seats upholstered to match the seats in the car. You know what I mean? That's my road dog.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And everywhere I was, until later my daughter would go stay with her grandmother because it was appropriate for her to be with a woman, as she was getting older, to help her, to guide her in the way that a woman should go. But other than that, it was like when you seen one, you seen the others. And
Yeah.
then took on a girl who wasn't my daughter, you know what I mean, from birth, and then took on a daughter, who was my niece. So I told you her father was killed in a car accident before she was born,
Oh.
and took on my niece, as my daughter, so but the thing about it, I think the problem is we get so focused, or society or the community gets so focused on the absent parent when we should be focused on what the state, the nation is not doing for these parents, because it is a struggle at times, or
Hmm.
you may need some aid at times, or you may need whatever, and they don't make it in a way to where it allow they want to push you. Oh, you need make sure you're working. They want you to do all this, but they don't make it to where when it comes to childcare and all them
Child
things
care and housing is yeah.
available in a way to help you in that way. So it's you know
They have made
my-
it much easier over the years with the child care
yeah,
as well as
over the years, yeah, because of
they
it's been
easier.
a long ride, but I know during my time it was it was rough.
It wasn't
I
behind yours because my
I
oldest is
I
28.
paid I paid a lot of money for before school care and after school care. You
Yeah.
know, and things like that, you know, and it wasn't that easy. Then when you try to get other, you know, I see people coming in, you know, getting this, and you know, you see families getting these discounts, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, God dog, where my discount? You know,
Yeah.
or what have you, you know, what can I get, or what kind of aid or services available? So yeah, things have gotten better, but
It's
you
gotten,
know, it deals, we have to really look at what our states and cities
Mhm.
supplies for these kids. It is still, and we have to understand, it is still the questions or the issues that's on the table, you know,
Yeah.
childcare and stuff like that. But
They've gotten much better over the years, but like I said, my oldest is not much behind yours. Because, like I said, we went through the struggles, but I didn't sit and mope and be concerned. I don't need no one to pat me on my back for doing what I should have done.
exactly,
And
yeah,
and even though people always said to me, "Oh, you did a really good job," no, I didn't. I did exactly what a parent was supposed to do. And I don't feel that, I don't care if you give me, I don't care. I don't need kudos because you know what? The product of what I produced, that's all I needed. And the only thing I asked both of my older two children to do, I said, you're going to do two things. One thing, well, actually two, you're going to walk across that stage and you handed me my diploma, because I was that nursing student, football mom, basketball mom, track mom, and I was working. And I held all of that down, and in a relationship as well. I did not, I just could not see myself being a failure and trying to tell my children to go to college and do this and do that if I didn't raise them that bar high for myself. And I had a medical assisting diploma, went back and got my CNA diploma, went back and got my LVN diploma. No one encouraged me to do any of it. It was me, my determination, and my drive. And being a single mother, I turn my nose up at people in a heartbeat. Why? Because I've done this. And yeah, my girls' fathers, they're there. So, okay, I'm not giving you no pat on your back or, no kudos to you because you only doing what parents should do because we the ones made that choice to do what we've done. But
Right.
I don't need nobody patting me on my back. I don't need nobody telling me. And I accept it when they tell me. People tell me all the time, you family members, friends, you did a really good job. I'm so proud of you. I tell them thank you,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't do anything that I was not supposed to do.
And as both parents, yes, we are supposed to. And I mean, a lot of times the weights are left on the mother because well, I know it used to be, it's climbing pretty much hand in hand now because dads are single parents as well. But back in my day, it was more of the mothers who was left, with the kids. And no matter what, you had to keep doing what you was doing. I was in that situation myself. But, you know, the whole message behind the topic that I went towards during the week was supporting one another, you know, whether you're there in the house or not. Single parenting is a very, very, very responsible task that is weighty, is hard. Some people don't have as much support as others. And that's for the men and the women. I haven't really heard Ben too much on this, but um, I guess he'll speak on it maybe when he gets a chance. But it's a situation that I believe that.
I can speak on it now if you want me to. I had my kids was leaving the house,
Oh, okay, you
doing
good
that
now?
good thing that you was talking about. Yeah, you know.
Okay. Well, if you want a few minutes of it, we got to move on to the next question. But you can go on and finish up with a few of your thoughts on the single parenting
Yeah,
situation.
I understand what people, are trying to portray that things are better And in a lot of cases, they aren't. You know, people still feel like men are the inferior parent. They have to do a lot more checks on them. You know, even when you're trying to raise your kids, a whole bunch of women, even when you're telling them what's going on with your kid, they know more about your kid than you do. You know, so you're trying to raise them, you're trying to do the things that you're doing. And like the brother said, it's a lot of things you can't get, you know, because the women be trying to look after each other. You know, I've been in court situations where I'm the one getting abused, I'm the one getting messed with, but I'm the one looked at like I'm the one beating on somebody. When the police is called, it's the man's fault. You know, you're trying to protect your kids at all costs. And some people are, you know, because of what's going on in our society, a lot of women are becoming more aggressive, they're becoming more abusive, and they're causing a lot more trouble than maybe they did 20, 30 years ago when people was just raising their kids. Now people are doing all kinds of things, and you just got to fit in. You trying to protect your kids, and a lot of times as a dad, if anything goes sideways, either your kid going to the system or, you know, your kid going back to their mother. You the second piece, not the first piece. So we have to be cautious and mindful of that and understand that as a parent, you're doing everything you can, but a lot of times, just keeping it real as a man, you don't have the same luxury of being a father as being a mother. They refer a lot of things to mothers where fathers, heck, your kid can be 7 to 8 years old. You've been with your, like John said, he's been with his kid since birth. And it's a lot of nuances he understands about his kid that nobody else knows. And when he tells certain people, hey, this is what's going on with, they still fight. Like, oh, it's impossible for a father to really know what's going on with their kid. And then when they stand there and look stupid, because I had a lot of people looking stupid. I had a lady who, I told her, I said, look, you shaking my son, you doing this with him. He's not going to relax. He's not going to go to sleep with that. This lady sit there for 2.5 hours trying to shake my son. I'm like, you know, you want to get angry, like, lady, didn't I just put him down? So finally she got tired and put him down, but you just don't respect what a father is saying to you. And that needs to be a necessity in the situation. And, you know, we as dads, we understand what's going on. I got fathers groups. I got a whole bunch of dads in my group that are single dads, that mamas ain't nowhere around. They ain't seen the kids don't even get mama visit. So to say that, you know, it's equal, it's not, because there's not even a lot of groups where men even reach out and try to help each other like that.
So you feel as though being a single father, you feel as though the resources and the help and the respect is not as strong as a single mother.
Oh yeah, that's true. Even single moms see each other. They help each other. Women to see me and, oh, I didn't know what was going on with this, but, well, you didn't ask. But when it's another woman, you ask her automatically, is the daddy around it? Or why you didn't ask me that as a dad to try to see what I need for my kids?
Well, I would say it was probably a little easier. It was probably a little easier because when you see the fathers around like that heavily, we assume things. We automatically assume that, you know, he's being a really good father and he's taking care of it and she's doing something else. And like we know there's a stigma and there's the assumption. And it's always easier to most of the time to talk to another woman. So that may help you with that, you know, that stigma that stands out there. But it's just a little bit easier. And sometimes we feel if we talk about them, you know, we assume that the mom's gonna walk up and be like, who the hell is this? And, you know, things will go left when that is nowhere where the woman is pulling from. And so that is part of the stigma, more than likely, been why you're getting, as you feel like, I guess, kickback or reluctance of communication. But as a single mother, I never went to support groups. I had a few friends to lean on. And I tried not to lean on them.
Why would you need to? The whole world is trying to support you. That's the point.
Well, the whole world was not trying to support me, and that's not true at all.
Hey, it's a lot more support out here for mamas, like you said.
Single
You walk
mothers
into
have
a
they have a rough
they be
road.
like, yeah,
They
we
have a
gonna help
rough
you out.
road.
That's only
Hey,
if
look
you
out
fall
for
in that income bracket. I never fell in it except for once or twice, and it was a
Oh, I ain't
short.
talking about your money. You
It's
know,
just
that's why I ended up going to the county. I ended up going to the county and find a fathers group, and that's where I was able to get my support from through the county. But
My
most
point.
guys that are single dads have no idea what that is or anything or those resources. So they don't get none of that. I get all kinds of help and resources for my kids that other guys just don't get.
And
Okay, I tried to get service. I tried to get help, and the reason I couldn't, because the mother was jumping. This is before they combined it and made it California Children's Services. She was going from county to county, filing child support on me on a child that I had in my possession. I was responsible for trying to show them instead of her being responsible to show that she has this kid. I got school records, medical records, all this. They still gave me a hard time. They started taking money out my check when I still got the kid. I had a bill over $110,000. Okay. And then they kept snatching money, and left the bearing on me to prove that I got the kid. Anytime I did, they get back to me. They'll do this. They'll do this. The whole system is biased. They had brochures, and I'll never forget this one brochure. They got the baby in the middle, the child in the middle. They got the mom and the dad on the side. The child got the hands up, got one hand inside the mama hand, and the other hand is reaching up but not even touching the daddy's hand. I brought that question up to them about this type of propaganda that you got running through this system, the way they, the thinking and everything that's going on. Do you know I fought with them for 20 years before they took off the money? And then I had to fight again for them to even try to give me some money back. Give
That's
me
what
my
I was
money
gonna say.
back.
Did you ever get that? Did you ever get that cleared
Do
up?
you know I'm still dealing with California behind that? And my son is 31,
So they
32.
took the money off, but they still have to pay you back for
They
all the
stopped, they
money
they
they were
stopped,
taking.
they stopped the balance, which was like arrears or whatever. It was 100. And they knew they was wrong because come here, you get 50,000, they trying to take you to jail. Come on. And this was $110,000. And they knew it. And I have been going back. I've been showing them all this stuff. What more do y'all need me to do? You know, and every time, oh well, we haven't got to. I got so much drag, so much. I got played around so much. Then had a lawyer, this woman lawyer, showed, and she kind of asked me, well, he does, don't he go with his mama or whatever? Wait, hold on, you my lawyer. You see what I'm saying? Had to fire her off the bat. I mean, it gets complicated, but the whole thing about it is it gets rough for the mothers. It's rough for the mothers as well. So the really, like I go back to saying, if we could just stop this fight between the parents, and using these kids and make our fight towards the system, and if we can get really more mothers to say, hey, this system does kind of lean to one side.
Well, I tell
You
you
know
what
what I'm saying?
I tell.
Because I had it at one time where they was taking my money, and then when they gave me the money, you know how you make payments? They gave me the money back in payments. They don't give you no lump sum. I would
Well,
get a envelope with 12 checks in it, then another envelope, 10 checks. You imagine going to the bank endorsing all them checks all the time. You know what I mean? It was easy for y'all to get it, but y'all make it complicated for me to receive it. It's just it's a drag.
Wow.
well, the
Wow.
system is not like that anymore. I know firsthand. I know this firsthand. So
The
that's the
system is still a drag because I
that's
deal with men. I
why
deal
we
with
Yeah,
men.
like where are you
I
getting
deal
this
with men
information
now.
from,
I deal
Sylvia?
with
What
men
you
now.
talking about?
I deal with men now
stop
who
talking, I can tell you.
who do
Probably
Well,
their their
I
visitation
want y'all to wrap
and
this
pay
one
their
up so
money.
we can do our last
Yeah.
question of the night, because y'all, this one is a hot topic. And
I
no,
didn't.
it just went too
understand,
far left. When it
I
went left,
understand that the men are
yeah,
feeling the
it went
wrath.
way left.
No, you just need to
Sorry.
have respect. This is
It
what I'm
just went
talking
way
about.
left
If
into
somebody is
other
telling you that this is a problem, they just say, "Oh, this ain't this. That's not in my wheelhouse. I'm gonna be cool and let them say it's a problem, because that's what it is." You think this is change? I got dudes in my group that just because they went to court with dreadlocks, they lost all custody of their damn kids. What my hairdo and my pants sagging mean I ain't got my baby no more? People taking their kids out of state and moving them to other states just because she put a court situation in and say, "Oh, he just ain't nowhere around." I've watched women do that in the court, sit there and lie, and then go in the hallway and call the dude on the phone, have a conversation while she taking his custody from his kids. Dude, it's not what you saying. And please don't keep trying to tell somebody it is, because
Well,
it's
see,
not.
this is where we have to stop the pitting and patting against. We not trying to make this what the women do,
And I'm not
men
neither.
do,
But
and
this
all that.
brother, what
We're
he's
trying
saying
to
is
focus
valid.
on the weights of single parenting,
That's
whether it's
it. That brother, what
man
he's
or
saying is
woman.
cold.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they went way left into the
What that
system.
brother
Yeah.
saying
We
is
we not
cold.
trying to make it a war. We're trying to
That
stop.
had nothing to do with
We're
being
trying to stop the
effective.
war, you guys.
Yeah, we're discussing being
We
an
don't want it to be. I wish it wasn't a
parent.
war. You know what? That what you
We were
saying? I wish it
discussing being
wasn't a war.
an
I
effective
wish we just go to
parent.
court and be fair. I wish the
We
brother
were
wouldn't have to tell
discussing
no story of
effective
somebody stealing all his
parenting.
money for no reason.
We were discussing effective parenting, and they discussing the judicial system.
No,
That
she
has
asked.
nothing
She
to
said
do
about the respect of the parent
that
when it's a
that
Yeah,
single
the
judicial
single
parent.
system had
parenting, and I
nothing.
mean, okay,
That judicial system had nothing to do with discussion.
karate
Say
chop. Hold
your
it,
question. Say your
hold it.
question.
Let me just say this. I want to respect and give my thankfulness to each and every one of you who have shared your personal experiences. It hit here. Every one of you. We all have been there, whether it's a man or a woman, and I've seen it on all different sides of the scope. John, with his struggle of going through it with his kids, Ben, with everything he's dealt with the judicial system and the courts, and Keith with, not being able to be there as much, but finding other outlets and connections and how that may have affected you. And Sylvia, you being heroic and the woman that you are, no matter what, you gonna make it do what it do, right? Because you
All
are
day,
mama. And
all
I respect
day.
that. I understand that. And I know that there's every one of these hats that you guys have shared, there's somebody out here watching that can identify with each one of you. I've been there through just about a little bit of all this. The heroic mom, the degrees, the kids by herself, being mama no matter what, taking them to school, making them may have what they need to have, make them do what they need
And
to do.
cooking.
I've been in relationships where it's been men that was not my kid's biological father, and they were looking for something, and I was looking for something, and the kids was looking for something, and
That's
stuff was
right.
just crazy. I've experienced
Good.
all of that. You see what I'm saying? But it has
And
made me the woman and the mother that I am today by going through that. I don't blame the daddies. I've had situations where there was incarceration, so they couldn't help not being there. I've had experience where they just disappeared, just because, but at the end of the day, you gotta still do what you gotta do. And you're gonna still have relations with other people. And everybody is looking for something. And it's the balance that we have to bring towards one another. And yes, the judicial system needs some help in a lot of ways. It has improved, Sylvia, like you said, but there's a lot more single fathers out here too that need the respect and the support that they need by trying to step in and take care of the children because these mothers are at bay. So my hat's off to everybody. You guys, God bless us all. You know, only thing we could do is be the best that we can be, grow, learn, and just, you know, make us better adults and humans and mentors for someone else. Because you being able to share your story, your testimony, your failures, your triumphs, your support with the next person is going to help somebody. It's
Well,
going to
can
help
we
you let go of the bitterness.
can you ask a happy question?
Yeah,
Huh?
what y'all? Okay, let's move it. Hey,
Is
hey,
it a happy?
hey,
Is
hey,
it a happy question?
You knew
hey,
to
you
this
guys, you know,
what we do, me and Ben fight. So you just gotta take
ain't
it
no
back.
fighting up in here. Ain't no fighting
Y'all
up
not
in here.
y'all not fighting. Y'all just strongly opinionated. That's all.
John, when you first
Strongly
met me,
opinionated.
It's
John,
like
when
that.
you
Strongly
John,
being pigeons. Okay, come on
you
now.
know me and Ben do this, right?
Say what again?
You know me and Ben do this, right?
Ben
Oh,
is
I
doing some
just
other stuff. We've been seeing flowers the whole show in the
you
background.
you
So
you and
don't
B signed on at the
okay,
same
check this
time.
out, you guys. We're gonna talk about this. Hey, hey,
That's
hey.
that telepathy. See, I'm talking about the Sylvia Ben show.
Why I gotta be doing karate chops the whole movie? What I mean,
The whole movie, hot damn.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Hot damn.
hot damn today. Hey,
Hot
my
damn.
audience out there, grown folks on YouTube Live and everywhere else, please, this is what we do. We are grown, we are sexy, we are full of fire. We bring on the topics, we talk about whatever. We are not scripted. So, hey, they are just bringing the heat. I love it. Sometimes I gotta, you know,
Draw them back in. Draw us back in, sister. Draw us
I
back
gotta bring them back. Bring them back to the Donna Smith show. And
Come
this
back.
is how
What you
we
say?
do it. And this is how we do it.
See
And
all
this
the gangs
is
being played this
how
evening.
we do it. Now,
Hey.
Sylvia, hush. Okay, check this out, y'all. My girl is having a hard time
Uh-oh.
giving me an erection.
What?
I
Come
said,
on.
uh-oh.
She tries everything and nothing happens like it did before. She
She got
says
diabetes.
that is not me and not her. Well, nothing has changed with me. No new medicine, no new stress, no new ass.
New medicine.
Therefore, it must be her. What y'all say?
He don't like her like
Inquiring
that.
minds wanna know.
He don't like her like that.
Huh?
Huh?
He don't like her.
Yeah,
No.
he done.
She's not. She is having a hard time giving him an erection. So you saying he's not turned on to her no more?
He don't like her.
You don't like her?
No, he don't.
So a man don't have an erection because he don't like the girl.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
sexual chemistry is everything, isn't it?
Okay.
Keith, you need to find you something else better
So
than
what if he's pent up? I've heard men say they didn't put a bag over her head and he
What you
pent
talking
up
about?
and
Men
it's still
got
going.
erectile dysfunction.
He just
Huh?
visualized her as
I
being
have a little
something else.
erectile dysfunction situation.
don't like
His
her?
blood ain't running the same.
I'm gonna tell you something, and you better not
Okay,
tell
man.
nobody this. He don't like her cause you be dealing with somebody, we don't know what the before and the after and the middle is. He don't like her like that. That girl
I
done
mean,
did
she
something.
don't like him or he don't like her.
He don't like her. She done something to that man, and she done turned him off sexually.
So it's
I
not.
know.
He's trying to say it's her. He's doing everything. You know, he's there. He's, you know, everything's working. It's
I'm gonna
cool.
say this again.
If
He
she
don't
ain't
like
making
her.
if she ain't making it do what it do, it's her. Is it her responsibility to make it do what it do?
I just told you he don't like her like that, and that's the truth about it. It ain't no telling what she done to that man. He just not into her like that no more. Period.
They be leaving a lot of stuff out, man. A whole
All
bunch
the
of
in
stuff.
betweens don't matter.
He
I know
say it ain't
enough.
no medicine. It ain't no new medicine.
New medicine. Could
He
be
doesn't
the
like
Said
her
could be
like
the
to
old
make
medicine
she
that's
used to
doing it.
make it do what it do. It used to be no problem.
Yeah,
He don't like her.
And then
Some
all of a sudden, she ain't making it do it no more.
Okay.
So
is
he want to know what y'all think. Y'all got this inquiring minds want to know.
so can I ask this? So did the gentleman say to her that, look, I don't get hard no more. It's not working no more. Is that? And then she's asking the question about her not being able to get her man stuffed up no more.
She not answering it. He answering it. He's asking this question.
Oh man.
He's saying my girl is having a hard time giving me an erection. She tries everything and nothing happens.
He know the truth. He know he don't like her like
He's
that.
saying nothing happens like it used to before. She says that is me and not her. Well, nothing has changed with me. I ain't on no new meds, no new stress, no new ass, no new nothing.
You're
Therefore,
right.
it must be her. So they both are blaming each other.
He
And
right.
he wants to know what we have to say about this.
You're right. It's not new medication. It's not a new chick. It's you just don't like her like that. That's the problem. And you need to put it to yourself and stop playing these games. You don't like her like that.
What y'all think, man? What y'all think? I mean, being a man, I'm not a man, so I don't know. So when a woman has you in that position where she used to make it go and now it don't go, and you are medically okay, because I know diabetes and stuff does affect a man having struggles. I know that. But he's all right. But all of a sudden it don't go. What y'all got to say about that? My panel. And my viewing audience. Chat in. Tell us what you got to say.
Where Sylvia's saying, you know, his desire. Okay, so if medication or no medical issues come into play,
Piggyback.
Say what?
Quit trying to piggyback off.
I'm a piggyback on you. I'm gonna ride your back.
And this is how we do it. On the
his desire must be not there.
He don't like her like that at all. Period. Point blank. And he needs to stop lying.
Well, all of a sudden he don't like her no more.
I don't know. It could. I mean, he's saying she don't
like
do
him.
it.
That's what it is.
She don't do it. What she do don't get me to a certain part. Then he needs. I mean, if she's doing everything she did before,
that's what he's saying.
He needs to look at two things: his desire for her, or something else is going on with him, and it could be medically. And he needs to accept that and deal with it.
He may not have no
Like
more
Ben
desire
said,
for her like he used to.
Either desire is not there, or he has some medical issues he needs to address. He needs to go find out
I've
about.
been told that even if a man don't desire you, when they get to that point of needing to, release, they release.
On who?
On who?
Whoever's there to release it on.
He said,
it may be the one that you ain't desiring no more, but it's a release bucket. So
when he said that she do everything she normally do before sex, is it foreplay? Is that what he's referring to?
He ain't trying to go into all that, etc. If she just don't do it for him no more because he don't like her like that sexually. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, so the way Sylvia, the way
she does, she tries everything. She tries everything, and nothing still happens.
And what part of everything?
Just like she said, she is right. Because, I had a situation where, the person I was dealing with had did so much bullshit that every time, we got down, it was half-mast. It wasn't even a full thing no more because I was just sick of that person. I was really sick of her. I was like, dude, I wish you disappear. Even when they tried to get something, it's like, I really don't want to give it to you.
So it's a mental thing too.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
See, whatever they done been through and however they went through it, trust and believe. And that
so what y'all want to tell this person?
I just told him.
Nah,
Be real.
nah,
real.
help try to save the
real.
relationship. If he
And look,
loved the
that's not
woman,
why I don't get put on this panel, let alone get paid to help somebody save his dead ass relationship.
Oh damn.
The
girl,
thing is,
Is
he,
it dead
like I
because
said,
she can't get it up?
No, it's just
he
it's not her. I mean, he's putting it off on her. It's not her. Did you not hear Ben tell you? He only did something probably to run that woman off so she shut up and leave him alone for 5 minutes. But it got to a point that he couldn't do it anymore. I mean, people are men and women both sexes. You can be a head case. You get to messing with somebody's head and you fucking up their high, and it does not have to be an alcohol or drug induced state. You are going to turn that person off, okay?
just
And
no compassion. No compassion.
that's where that's at.
He says no compassion. No
They're not compatible anymore. Whatever was going on between y'all prior to, the problem is not her, it's you.
So you
may
need to
have
tell
outgrown.
me if you got one situation where your man cannot, full
I ain't
truth.
gonna have that. I don't have that problem.
It gotta be all these. It could be just he had a bad day, y'all. He had a bad day.
You gotta try to salvage the relationship, man.
Nobody got
You
time.
wanna just
This
leave
ain't
a
nothing about
brother
no bad
because
day.
he can't. Because she can't.
Ain't nobody got
Make
time
it
for
do
all
what
these
it do. He may
extras.
be having the onset of some diabetes and don't even know it. It could be a
that's
lot of
why
stuff going on.
he need to look at the
Cut it
two
out. He
things:
just told
if
y'all
his
that he that woman
desire and
turn
the
him on.
medical.
No, he told you in so many words, she don't turn me on. All y'all omitted the truth. You didn't pay attention. She tries all these things that she's
Have
been
you ever had that problem before, Sylvia?
Hell no, if I'm on the other end telling you tear up out of here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I put a fool upstairs in the living room. You go sleep your ass on your Tempur-Pedic floor and stay the fuck out of my bedroom. We don't got nothing to talk about. And I ain't
We
I
just bleep the vulgar language.
put you on that nice
Donna Smith
Tempur-Pedic.
show. We apologize. She didn't mean to say that.
I ain't apologizing. I mean, it might have came out
I'm
the way it came.
apologize for her. She didn't
You
mean
know, if I put
You
you
gonna
on,
do some
and I'm serious.
apology tour.
Hey, is this how we help the person? Is this how we helping the person?
We not helping this
Yeah, because
person.
he need to realize what it is, bro. He
Cut
know
it
what
off.
it is.
Stop playing with his own self. You are not into her like that no more. And don't try to put it off on her. She has done you no wrong except for whatever head case stuff y'all been through. You just don't like her like that.
Should he test it out and get with somebody else and see if it works better?
He can do whatever makes him happy. If he
I'm
catches
just
it,
asking. Should he just,
Look.
call old girl back and see?
It'll be a wrap. It
if
will
he
never
go
go
out
back.
there and test the waters and get him a case of VD, that's gonna be his business.
He
Because
talking to
some
his
men,
boy
when they're
like,
dealing with stuff like that,
damn.
they do go test the
He
waters.
be down, he be down there looking at his TP like, damn, that's what you look like. Damn, bro, I see you in years.
Y'all not right. These are people who need some kind of direction and help, and
Look.
y'all making fun.
Ain't nobody making fun. It's the truth. He don't like her like
They
that.
need to know what to do about this.
I just told him what to do about it. Go on and quit playing with himself.
Hey, the best thing he can do if he really want to stay in a relationship with her is they need to go get some intensive counseling. They need to go find a counselor that specializes in relationship issues.
That's what I'm talking about.
He really need to go sit down and him and the girl together and have a discussion. If that's what they doing, trying to stay together, that's the only option he got, because he got whatever the block is in his mind.
Just because a person
gotta get it
can't
together.
get because a woman can start having issues too, and it doesn't necessarily mean she's not into her dude. It's just it could be a lot of
hell if it don't.
And stress has a lot to do with it too. You don't know what this brother is undergoing. You don't know,
No, he needs
if
to
he
find
just
out
lost
what
his
he's
job
going
and
to
didn't
go.
tell her. You just don't know what the hell going on.
He asking for help. The brothers
He needs
asking.
to find out. He needs to find out what's going on with himself.
I'm gonna tell him what's going on.
So can we, Sister Sylvia?
No.
You scaring people.
Don't love me, and I know.
Or she done had the
You gotta
wine
be
tonight. She didn't toast
Hit
with us,
that nigga
y'all, but
with, hit that with that
she
Jamaican.
sipping. And this is
Shut up,
how
being
we
quiet, whoop
do
your
it.
tail. Shut up, being that you say you being messy.
She over there sip, y'all. Okay, one more for the road, y'all. This new year, my ex called me and proclaimed to want me back and love me still.
Yeah, okay.
It's been 4 years since our breakup. I agree that I still love them, but now have a new love interest. It's only been 6 months dating the new one, but they have not yet hurt or disappointed me. I have no relationship status as of yet. Would it be wrong to go on a date with my ex just to see if the spark is still there?
You going anyway because you already curious about going. You gonna go anyway, even if I tell you to
I
sit
mean,
down
they don't
somewhere.
have a relationship status with this new 6-monther.
This is bull crap. I'm
And
telling
they
you.
still do kind of care about the ex. It just didn't work out.
Mm.
But they not really wanting to take this chance. But they kind of are curious to see, like a little lightweight, little coffee date or something lightweight, a little sandwich, a little.
And what
Kelly
time
right
She
there.
ain't said nothing about
That's
no
that R.
lightweight.
Kelly.
She ain't described the weight.
Hey,
She
we
ain't
hear
described the
Lady
weight.
D come out. Who's talking, Donna or Lady D? The
Yeah,
Lady D don't
my
come out.
mind is telling me
When
no.
Lady D come out, y'all gonna know, baby.
Lady
Yeah.
D, yeah.
Lady
My
D
mind
is
telling me
something
no.
else.
My
She
body said
different.
yes.
That's my id. You gonna know, baby.
Lady D coming out.
I'm gonna tell you what that happened. I'm
But
gonna tell you
anyway,
because see what had happened was they went and got that day use app, and there it is. There it is then.
huh?
They got what?
They went and used that day use app, and there it is then. Yeah.
What's
The Days You app.
Day use. Day use.
It's an app called Day Use.
Yeah. Get you a hotel for about 6-7 hours, and there it is. See, that's what happened.
what you know about this, Sister Sylvia?
Oh,
First
man.
off,
Her glass that we can't see
Don't
right
ask,
now.
don't tell. Don't
Nah, I'm
ask,
gonna
don't tell.
tell a whole lot of things. First off, we ain't brothers and sisters. Second of all, I'm grown as I want to be, and I can do anything I choose to do because I pay.
Woo!
And this is how we do it
Now we got
Put
that
it
out.
in the air, say it like you just don't
on
care.
the Donna Smith show.
You still
Put
still
that booty in the air like you just
you
don't
ain't
care.
gotta be my sibling, but you still a sister.
Now
You
we
gonna-
got all the
Brother
important
Keith
stuff.
didn't check you, sister. He didn't let you know. You ain't
Now
gotta
we
be
got.
a sibling.
Yeah,
I'm
you
messing with him.
That's just his figure of speech.
You know
trying to-
why I'm messing with him? Because he told me I couldn't fight with Ben. That's why I'm messing with him. That's why. But he my big brother from another mother.
there you go. Put some
But
butter on it.
anyway,
uh,
would it
See,
be
that's
wrong to go on a date with the ex because they're not exclusive with the
Hell no.
6-monther?
I'm
You-
tripping because she
Yeah,
said
Lord.
she agreed. She agreed that she loved him too. She
Yeah.
agreed. What is this? I agree.
I agree that I still love them too.
See, that's
Go
like I
ahead,
told
go
you. The only thing they agreed to was that day use app. They went up in there.
I mean, they broke up.
Okay.
Sometimes, haven't you been in a situation where you've broken up with someone and you go on your separate ways and you still got love? They still here. They still here. But for whatever reason, it didn't work out. So all of a sudden, you get this call. Holiday time, birthday, whatever. And that voice just, and you seeing somebody else that you digging them, but y'all really ain't set the stage yet.
Well,
And
that's
you may want to,
uh,
you just curious. You just may want to say, well, damn, maybe it ain't gonna hurt to go out and have a little, a little sip or something, and just a conversation, old time, and just kind of see what it do. You ain't going to bed with him.
Why you ain't?
Is that wrong?
That's his ex-girlfriend. She know what he likes. She know what he wants. She know the situation to get him where he need to go.
But wait for
If she
it though.
want to give it to him, he getting it.
Wait for it though. They agreed that they still like each other.
or they still love each other. That's the cold part.
But she said, but now I have a new love interest.
No, you
A
don't.
new
No,
love interest.
You see, she used the word interest.
But
That's
it's
not
only
it.
been 6 months and we haven't made it exclusive.
Only been 6 months. Only
Man,
been
I don't know
207 days.
why you can
I
date
think she
somebody
weighing her
for 6 months
options.
and you ain't made it exclusive. It don't take 6 months.
I
Do it.
think she weighing her. I think she
Already
a new
agreed.
option
Does
came
it take
in
6
and
months to
she's
know you
weighing
want to
her
be exclusive?
options. She's
But she's
trying to.
already
She
agreed.
wants somebody to agree with her so she can weigh her options.
So she
Well,
go
maybe
ahead and do
she
her
has
thing.
not made it
Yeah.
exclusive because she's still feeling
You
her
can't
ex.
make it exclusive if you
How do
trying to
you
do
have?
this.
You just said you have a new love interest.
But
She's
she
interested
agreed.
in him and loving him. She got feelings for him, but they're not in a relationship yet. But maybe because she loves the ex still and haven't gotten rid of that back.
Okay, Vivian Green.
4 years.
I'm trying to be
4 years.
diplomatic with this. I'm trying to help them. I'm
You
trying to
said
win.
4 years ago they ain't been in a relationship in 4 years.
It's been 4 years since their
4
breakup and she
years.
still love him.
Go
Yeah, she
back to
did.
him. Go
You
back
don't
to
still
him.
love nobody. You damn near half a decade.
You
She
know,
been
all
thinking
y'all
about
can't
him for
talk at the
4
same
years.
time because can't
Yeah.
nobody understand that. What's going on? Who got something to say?
She
No,
been
that's Keith.
thinking
Go
about
ahead.
him. She been thinking about him for 4 years. She been
Mhm.
praying and waking up sweaty in the bed and just on
You have no clue.
be on her mind. So she might as well go on back. She been praying for him to come back to her.
You
He
And
think
can't.
she
so?
agreed.
You think she been praying?
Keith, wait for it though, Keith. She agreed. Did you hear the part she said she agreed?
I mean, she just keeping it 100. She says she still love him too. Just keeping it, keeping it real.
So
How many of
why
y'all have an ex that you can't say that you can say that you still got love for? Come on now, don't act brand new. I know y'all got an ex that you still got some love for. Quit
Got
playing.
got love for a person and being in love, being
I don't
in
have
love
love for them. I don't dislike you, and I don't wish you
is
anything.
different.
bad.
That's different.
I want to be with you again.
She want to know. She don't. She know she been messing with this other person for 6 months, and she know it's wrong for her to go dibble with this other person.
No,
She's
not
trying to get
dibble.
some.
She wanna go on a date.
Call it what you want. She wanna. She trying to get somebody to. She wants somebody to give. She wants something to justify
She
for
got
her to go ahead and do what she
Maybe
want to
she's trying to
do.
make her final decision that if she made the right choice, or maybe
no,
she's
she
trying
has
to
a bluebird on her
trying to
shoulder.
close that chapter to get those emotions over with that
How
ex.
you close a chapter going back and reading the book, reading the chapter again? You can't close the chapter if you're going back. You don't read
Sometimes
the
you
book
gotta
backwards.
reread the chapter to make sure you
Okay.
get a better
So what she
understanding.
gonna do with the chapter that she in? What, put a bookmark right there and come back to it later?
No, it's just going out on one date. It's just
4
I
years
don't
later.
care.
4 years later, she gonna come back to.
Yeah,
But
what you
there's an
think?
agreement.
her new. See, y'all got to get the facts right.
We got them right. She has
The
a new love interest.
relationship is 4 years old, breaking up. The new relationship, or whatever it is they got going, they trying to establish a relationship, has been 6 months. So she's acquired some emotional attachment to this person, but they haven't made it exclusive yet.
Not
So
enough.
she's still kind of fair game. She's still fair game. She don't belong. I mean, they're not in a relationship, you guys.
So why she calling
What
her?
kind of relationship? What do you mean she's not in a relationship?
They must have a situationship.
They got
He
no. They
just
got
ain't
Or they
some
may
type.
ain't
got
put the
a
whole
friends
thing
with
up.
benefits ship. I don't know what they got, but they don't have a relationship status.
No, they got a relationship.
So why is she calling
It's
us
6
to help
months.
her kill that bluebird that's on her shoulder?
It's all good.
They
It's
got
a
it.
I only
relationship.
ruin what you got for what's a bird in hand better than two in the bush. Ain't that what
Oh,
they say?
shit.
So my thing is, are
Yeah,
you
so
gonna
go
tell
ahead and
your
leave that
new?
one
Are
in the
you
bush
gonna tell
alone.
your new boo that you gonna go out on a coffee date with your old boo?
Well, just call us.
Yeah.
Then he gonna
She
go
ain't
find
gonna
him a
tell
new boo, and he
She
gonna
can
keep
Yeah.
it moving.
And then if her boo find out that she did it, it's all bad. The trust is
Oh no, it shouldn't be all bad. They're not in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
They not in a relationship.
No,
Yeah.
so then it shouldn't be all bad. But the
Well,
thing is,
she
however they
can
want
call
to
us.
name it, she's in a relationship with this cat for
Well, she
Yeah.
6 months.
can
But
However
you
she want to
can't
call
call
it.
it a relationship, John, if it ain't a
no, no.
Do you
relationship.
and I have a relationship?
But she can call Usher.
You know what?
You and I have a
You
relationship.
know what Usher said?
So
What he
what do
said.
you mean?
Can I hit and quit it just one night? Good to me. I had
Only if it's a
that
nice and
twice. I
tight.
got what you came for.
Can I hit it just one more night?
Yeah.
No, he had to double back twice.
Only if it's nice and tight.
That's that bullshit
mm.
when you
Keep it cold.
John Boy had a
Light,
little
beat it.
dip.
Should have went
Mm.
out to the
Yeah,
I
club.
don't
okay.
want to fall and slip.
What you just say?
gotta have 2 legs,
Giving
y'all.
away all
You
my
have to have 2
love.
legs.
You
2
know
legs.
what? I'm
You
ashamed of
messed up.
y'all because you guys are
Give it
supposed
up,
to
girl.
be helping the needy. If
I
somebody
told
wants
you
to
what to
know,
do.
Another one I thought of. Give it up, give it up, give it to me.
that's our last question of the night. And this person needs help and they want to know.
I told him to call Usher.
They want to know, should they go on a date to see if the spark is still there?
Hell
Ain't
yeah,
gonna-
go ahead.
Yeah,
Call.
go on that date because your spirit is already out on the date anyway. Catch up with your spirit, girl. Go see what it's like after 4 years. Go
He's
back.
not going to sleep with him.
Before he even asked,
How you know what she ain't gonna do?
Oh,
that?
she told me, she said, Lady D, please
Why you keep
share.
saying that?
I want to know
gonna
what the
sleep
grown
with him.
folks got to say. I'm not going to sleep with them, but I need to know if the spark.
How you know?
Lady D.
That day ain't came. That day ain't came. The environment, the atmosphere has not been set. She
I don't
don't
know
know what she gonna do.
she
We
called
talking,
Usher.
Y'all
we
not
talking
right.
to
See,
them.
that's what people get lost. They be
Yeah,
accusing folks.
I didn't heard a lot of folks say, "Well, I ain't come over. I ain't go just because I come over. That don't mean I'm gonna do anything."
And it be
Next thing you know, you got an extra toothbrush.
yeah, they come in
So
at
he's
1
supposed to
and
just
2 in the
have an extra
morning.
toothbrush in the drawer,
Mhm.
And
right
they
in the
come in at
bathroom.
1. And they come
He
in at
just,
1 and
he
2 in
just
the
messed, he just messed up my good weed.
Yeah, you're right, brother. They come in at two
Okay, so
o'clock in the
y'all
morning.
saying, just let me recap this. Y'all saying, just to let this person be at ease, that they really should not go on that date.
No,
If
I'm
they
telling
are
you.
interested
I'm
I ain't
in the
telling
other
her.
person, just leave it
I'm
alone.
telling them to do it.
I tell her,
You want them to do it, Sylvia?
Hell yeah. Call
I
Usher.
tell her, flip a coin. Get a
Just one
coin and flip it.
Is it yay or nay? It's yay.
Hell yeah, go ahead.
Go on the date. So
Yeah,
you
because ain't
guys are
nobody
say
see
saying,
yay.
that bluebird.
you
Ain't
guys are
nobody see
saying
that
go on the
bluebird.
date for all the reasons. To,
Yeah.
So do you think
No.
that going on the date, they should end that 6 months dating with the other person?
They can do whatever they feel like doing, like double back twice. I got what you came for.
I-
Yeah.
she wrong for the person that if she's talking about this love interest,
You
she
go
has
ahead.
this new love interest. So evidently they must been talking and probably striving or working towards something.
But that new
And then all of
person,
a sudden this other one pops up and now she like, ooh, so your heart really isn't not there in that one that you're dealing with right now.
Well, that's a good analogy.
but
Maybe
look, I'm gonna tell you why.
it's 6 months and it ain't no relationship status.
She a
Somebody
Libra.
heart ain't in it, right?
Is she a Libra? She trying
Ain't
to
got
weigh it out?
nothing to do with the zodiac. It's that he don't like her like that.
She may be a Gemini, the other twin is gone to sleep. She want to be.
Whatever the
Yeah.
case may
But
be,
the
he don't
thing
like her
is,
like
Whatever it is, she needs
okay,
to make
my lovely,
a
I
decision.
want to give her.
That's
I
her
mean, I don't know
decision.
what to tell her. I think that.
I told you we done told her to go because ain't nobody killed that bluebird on her shoulder but her.
But like she said, she hasn't been hurt or anything by this new person. But apparently, that 4-year person had hurt her or something. He left her or whatever situation. So I don't know why she just still love him. But
No.
it doesn't seem like she wants to give up who she's seeing.
Ain't nobody asking her to do nothing. Go ahead and go on that date.
She
But that's
trying
why
to.
it's important to establish a relationship status. The 6 months is no
No,
way.
that ain't got nothing to do.
You should know where
Something,
you stand.
something she ain't telling about that 6 month. For
He
that
don't-
6
I just
month to
told
be
you, he
going
don't-
on,
My cat don't like her like that.
she trying to hold that up like an ace up the sleeve. That's
That
what
ain't
she
no
trying to
ace
do.
of spades.
She trying to hold on to her trump
Maybe it's
card.
some things that she
Don't have no trump
maybe
card.
it's some
Alex done
things
slipped down
that
the
she
rabbit
don't want to
hole.
lose from this 6 month affair, but it's some things that she missed with the 4-year one because she still loves him. She probably questioning, why do I still love him after 4 years?
Look, Alice, you done slipped your ass down the rabbit's hole.
Hey,
Got no
maybe
trump
hey,
card.
you know what?
The hole.
Maybe the brother been incarcerated and he got out.
Shit.
Yeah, that could be a case.
I don't know, don't care, but see, that's that bull crap. Like I said,
He might have got out in 4 years.
Yeah.
Maybe she trying to see how buffed he is.
I
Oh
gotta,
Lord,
I gotta
what that got to do? What that got to do with it?
I mean, I don't look. Okay,
Skinny Casson went in and Skinny
I'm
Casson
sorry.
came
You know,
out.
she just want to. She want to see the yoke thing. You know, when they
Yeah.
come out, they
Put it on the buffness. She
Where
put
you
it on
get this
the
all
from?
around buffness. She
Where
wants
you think
to,
that's? Oh boy.
and then he's a new creature. It's a lot of things that has changed on the
Okay.
brother when you go away. But I'm just saying, y'all, I wish
Okay.
this person the best. I wish the other
Let us pray.
person the best that was
Let us pray.
Let us pray. Let us pray.
Let's pray.
I wish the other person the best that was dealing with the what was that one?
no.
That's the one about the erection and stuff. I wish them the best too.
Yeah, because that's a serious.
And I wish that they go get some help for that because there's something going on
Well,
with
when you're
that.
sick, just don't act right.
And
Damn.
all that. But man, we have done, I haven't gotten a chance to go through everything for tonight, but that's okay because we got next week. But I just
Guess
want to
what? Look, y'all need to say a prayer for Mr. Entume. He passed away.
Oh, them two
Mr.
men.
Entume did?
Yes, today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Isaiah Tume, who is that?
Prayers out to Entume.
Thanks. Juicy.
Who's Tume?
He sang Juicy. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Juicy fruit.
Entume. The
Entume.
artist.
Mhm.
Entume.
Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit. That was the bomb. I like juicy fruit.
That was
But
the song.
anyway, I'm so sorry. I hate to hear that. Thank you,
Juicy.
Cynthia, for enlightening us.
told you don't do
well,
it.
the older we get, the more people gonna pass away till it's our turn to the upper room.
Damn.
So be ready.
Everybody going to the upper room, they might be going to the fire hole.
You
Who
might
said
be going
that?
to the fire hole.
Who
I'm
said
going to the
that?
upper room.
You might not make it to the upper room. You might make it to the
I'm
fire
going to the
hole. I
upper
might be
room.
going down there
I
with
got
you.
upper room all over me.
All right.
Upper room.
Uh-oh.
Well, can y'all talk about that after my
Red
birthday?
claws.
I got a birthday coming up. Can I get
There
there?
you do.
Thank you, Lord. You know,
Happy D-Day.
I want to thank you guys.
Happy
Y'all
birthday.
Y'all been the bomb. Now Ben want to talk the last minute of the show, and he ain't talked the whole show. That's what's killing me.
You hear what I sound like?
Now he wants to
go
talk.
get
You got
my
everything
news.
to say now, my brother. Go on. Get. You got 2 minutes.
That'll
What you
give me a
want to say?
little soup or something to try to loosen them vocal cords up.
For who?
Yeah, you got my little puppy. She laying up here with me playing around a little bit.
Well, why don't you change your screensaver? We can't see nothing but you floating in and out.
That's okay. It's all
That
good.
old man rocking chair.
We can't even see
Yeah.
the dog.
You can't see my girl. She can't see you, booby.
We can't see the
Get your head
dog.
up in there.
We see some
Put
flowers,
your head up
dude.
so they can see your facial features.
You got him too close. Back him up.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see him.
Oh,
Bless
yeah, that's her. She getting sick, too. Woo.
Oh.
Yeah, I should take the screen off. She
What's
getting
her
sick.
name?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
You sleep.
Yeah, ice cream.
with ice cream.
Well, okay, ice cream. Well, okay, y'all. It's been nice for my viewing audience. YouTube Live, this is what we do on the Donna Smith Show. Sorry we took you all a little over tonight, but we have so much fun. We do. Every Sunday, we give you what we give you. unscripted, fun, grown folk talk. I want to thank my panel today. You know, Keith and John and Ben and Miss Sylvia. And the fun we had giving the advice to our inquiring minds want to know, and just talking about heartfelt topics and questions. Please share this video, watch it over and over and over again, get something out of it. Great messages for everybody. I'm going to see you guys back on next Sunday, which is the 16th, you guys.
Day
And
before Martin Luther, huh?
the mostest got a birthday this week. So I ain't gonna
Happy
tell y'all
birthday.
what day it is, but y'all
It's a
better figure
Thursday.
it out. And I need to
Thursday.
get a happy birthday shout out for
It's Thursday.
everyone. You know what,
So
John?
y'all know. You said you ain't gonna tell them. You didn't say don't nobody else
told 'em.
tell them.
Yeah, how we
I
supposed
better
to
get a shout out for each and every one of y'all.
Oh,
Throw
no,
me some flowers too.
already.
I like gardenias.
Gardenia?
Yeah, I do.
I have white calla lilies. I cut them out in my front yard.
You guys,
Hey,
I know y'all
hey.
miss Sylvia, but we
I
got
wanna
to log off. Okay. Thank you, viewing audience.